context.
By the way, I'm going to ask the guests who come in here, who are the pioneers of hip-hop, apparently, they should know how to put that in the context that you want.
That's it. That's it.
So remind me, Simba.
I know it.
But would you translate it, Simba? You say it.
The DJ is on fire. Cindy, translating to, by the way, and it makes perfect sense. Don't correct me.
All right.
It makes perfect sense. We gotta start using it. The DJ is on fire.
Harry.
You DJ akona moto.
I'm done. I'm actually done.
DJ Bona,
I don't know if you're co-hosting again.
DJ Bona only amekuja na moto
DJ
by the
Bona,
studio.
Atatuambia, but then let's take a short breather. We come back with the trending topics.
Just before we also tell you what is breaking headlines in the newspapers as well. That's it. Trakwa motoni. That's it.
All right, you are still watching Look Up TV. A happy Friday morning to you. Very important today is to look at what's actually making headlines on the dailies. So grab a copy for yourself. And of course, when you walk in the CBD, you see a number of vendors there just putting down this particular dailies to let you catch up with what's going on. But Simba, what I'm picking up is a development from yesterday. You do realize it was a new dawn across the country in the counties, 45 out of the 47. So when I look at this particular dailies that I'm touching this very morning, I see that the front page is written change of guard and quite a number of new governors. Now I would say governors of respective counties. We're seeing numerous pictures on the front page, but of course to start with is Sakaja, who had some very colorful event yesterday. I'm not sure you picked that. It looked really amazing how Kenyans were out there just celebrating him at the KICC. And so far I see here governors sworn in, 38 new entrants to head devolved government, 7 make a comeback as they are sworn in amid high public expectations. Beautiful.
Now that I'm picking the Daily Nation this morning. They do have those headlines of governors being sworn in as well. Just take it up so you can get to read it. But then they're picking also other stories about how the IEBC commissioners, the one who dissented, they are going to file individual responses to the petition. So we do expect then there are going to be 6 responses to the petition. Interesting, really, even as we gear then to next week's Tuesday's plenary sanctions at the Supreme Court from the Milimani area, so that we can see exactly whether indeed it is going to come up with something out of it. All eyes on that as well. By the way, Ankey, even as we look into that, I'm also looking at the Daily Nation. They did cover a story on how they sampled a couple of Form 34As from the portal. In fact, they just went in for a random sampling where they were not really looking for specific one. They said, let's pick a couple of them. Then consider what IEBC released, the results, go back to the register, see who is registered, see the number of votes tallied, and then they tallied these forms with the number of votes cast, the number of votes that were declared spoiled. guess what? A lot of mistakes. That's what they said. They said in some areas there were a number of registered voters that were way more than what IEBC was capturing. And then they said that some presidential candidates, they didn't mention, they got more votes than the number of valid votes cast.
However, Simba, let's just, go back to how this began. And I remember, this is what IBC did actually. And I don't think they're really shocked that all these things are coming out. I personally think so, because that's the transparency they wanted to achieve anyway, that you or anyone else would go back and actually trace how the elections were done. And I also remember Wafula Chebukati, the IBC chairperson, saying, we are going to make these declarations. However, accompanying this are the errors that might have emerged. We are not hiding that from the public. So I would give that to IBC. They did not hide that. And everything else that is emerging was out of the transparency, therefore, that they had already created as the foundation throughout the just concluded general elections. And I think it's a good thing that all these things come out amidst the petitions. So then clearly, if the Supreme Court gets this clarity, then we do know what the cases are based upon. I do not know if you agree or not, but I think it's a good thing that all these, investigations or observations are coming out, especially now within the 14 days that we're expecting the Supreme Court to come out with a solution during and after this petition.
Indeed, Ankey, because then they actually did say that, look, we're not going to change anything.
Yes.
If you have a problem with the way in which those particular Form 34As are looking, then you can actually go there by yourself and then go to court and say that these are the mistakes that we have recorded from the Form 34As that are on that portal.
Yes.
That's why the Daily Nation just went in and did that random sampling, and they were able to say, look here, guys, there's just a lot of mistakes here, which IEBC is saying, fine, let's go to court with those mistakes then, so we can prove them in the court of law. By the way, even as you read to that, majority of the headlines today on your dailies are just going to be about the governors who have taken an oath of office. The youngest governor, by the way, deputy governor. That story is on the Daily Nation. You gotta take that paper and read it. Is how a 29-year-old landed Murang'a deputy governor slot. Interesting.
Simba, Toto, is it Toto? That's a nickname.
That's a woman representative.
Yeah, but I know you spoke of the youngest, so that it hit my mind, and I was just saying that's one of the most celebrated new leaders, and I just wanted to say congratulations as well
to her.
And
wait, Ankey, why?
Isn't it obvious? Why do you sometimes want explanations to things that are very simple?
No, it's not simple.
It has been trending. Toto is, you didn't even see it happening. I don't even think a lot of people thought it would come through. But even the way they call her, and what they sent, there were the pictures of her trending online in the parliament, and they're saying she is, at the house, she's testing the microphone. I don't know if you saw that. And people now are excited about it. Yes, there's a picture just yesterday.
I thought you were going to say congratulations to all of them.
I did. I started by saying that. I have always said I'm proud of all the women who actually made it. And I'm looking at the dailies here. Gender picture improves as 7 women sworn in. I was definitely going to do that. And it's a historic decision in this country. I will continue to also applaud the people of Nakuru County among any other Kenyans who have shown faith in women leadership. There was a time there was antagonism around equity and equality. Don't worry, we will also carry the cement with you as much as we're taking over the political, leadership. Yes.
That's it. Well, to the likes of Toto, isn't it? And Stephen Mburu Munaina, yes, who's now the deputy governor for Kangata. That is Dr. Irungu Kangata. Congratulations. There's just so much that we're looking forward to in this current government, even as we wait then to have the president being sworn in after this petition. By the way, the deputy, why am I keep on saying deputy president? But as far as we are concerned, deputy president William Ruto was at the swearing in of Governor Sakaja. We're going to look at that shortly as well. Did you hear what he said? I
actually saw amazing pictures of them. Let me start from that. They had this very jovial moments, like they always do, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? And the Ruto attending that was really a statement, by the way.
Yes.
He said that now my government also does control the capital. That's it.
Hasn't it always? No. I remember having a conversation before the elections with one of the political analysts who said it is actually smart. They said politically smart to have your governor your governor for that matter, at least within the same party as the national government, because of that same reason that you work hand in hand with the national government. I do not know the advantages of that, but you're sure you actually said that correctly. That was a statement. Now I'm picking something here on confident Raila makes quiet return to Kisumu. Quite interesting when they call it quiet.
Wait, it went back to Kisumu?
Yes, let me read that a bit. So Azimio One Kenya leader Raila Odinga yesterday made a quiet return to his Nyanza backyard, where he exuded confidence that his coalition would command a majority in the Council of Governors. Okay. That's pretty much what they're saying. You want to read more about it. A lot of, people talking about how then did the Kisumu people receive him. Kenya Kwanza also has said they are yet to file their responses to the petition today. That is also what we're expecting as far as the case in court challenging the just released presidential results is concerned. Simba, unless you want to add something else, might we be prepared for what's trending?
Actually, not so much on that particular one, because Raila, yes, did actually attend the swearing-in of Kisumu governor. That is Anyang' Nyong'o. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah. So coming up is what you guys are talking about today as concerns Kenyan matters, isn't it? After this tiny one, isn't it?
Yeah, we take a short breather. We'll be right back with what's trending. Welcome back. This is Look App TV and you're watching The Morning Drift. Let's take a look at what has been making headlines this very morning, across yesterday as well. Social media though, you guys really come out strongly on social media. Simba, apparently, let's start on an easy light note. Europa League is trending. That I know you must have been catching up with.
Yeah. And I know why it's trending.
That's why I asked you directly.
Yeah. So yesterday now, we've seen the official Champions League draws for this year's Champions League. Every other person who's participating in the Champions League already know who they're going to face in the group stages. That is done and dusted. Now Europa League is next in terms of the draws as well. And indeed, yes indeed, it's trending because a lot of guys have been saying that small boys are the ones who are playing in the Champions League, in the Europa League. But I would just want to say Man United and Arsenal, they're in the Europa League. So I don't understand why majority of people would actually look at Arsenal and say, you guys are not playing in the Champions League, so you belong to the small club. No, we don't. Officially, we do know we're going to face as well. So let's see how it goes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Just before you run away from that, it's quite interesting that when you look at the rules of UEFA this time around, they're going to have 5 subs also come in, both in the Champions League and in the Europa League as well. So it's going to be a very, very interesting competition this year.
All right, so perhaps I need to check directly how the tweets read this morning on that same Europa League trend. Ellis at UTD Ellis, of course I'm assuming it's United. Ellis saying the world needs a Manchester United versus Barcelona Europa League final. That's what he says.
No, it's not gonna happen. Man United is a very weak club. I don't think they can really go anywhere.
That's your opinion?
Yeah.
That it's a weak club?
Yeah, it's a weak club. Ask them, they only have, 3 points this season in the league? They're number 14 out of 20. I mean, this is a weak club. Even Barcelona, they've not really hit those levels that they used to hit a couple of seasons ago. They're in a lot of financial trouble. So I do not really think that Man United and Barcelona do have the mantle to compete teams like Arsenal in the Europa League. I don't think so. I'm saying Arsenal, not because I support them, but any football analyst who's listening will say,
football analyst.
Indeed, Arsenal is strong this season. Man United,
Okay, Simba, let me read another tweet. Let's see how you actually respond to this one. Now, Con, also on Twitter, says, Chelsea, have a nice Europa League group. What about Chelsea? What do you think?
Chelsea are in the Champions League, indeed. They're not in the group of death. So this is how we look at the group of death.
Simba.
So group of death is when you have very strong teams that are competing to eliminate each other. Let me tell you one group of death.
Yes.
I do know that Bayern, Inter, and who that? Is it Barcelona? In the same team, they're in the same group. Now that is the group of death. Meaning that Inter, Bayern, and Barca, one of them has to go. So it's not going to be. That's the group of death. Yes.
Who do you think is going to go?
My thinking is that Barcelona might not really be that strong. I think Barcelona is going to be bundled out.
All right.
Yes.
So can we cross over from the football? That was a nice way to begin. However, Ahmed Nasir exposed is a hashtag that is also trending. You do know how much I avoided that one, but you do know that he's been very vocal as well. He is a president-elect team member as far as the legal, team is concerned. So I'm seeing that trending on Twitter. If I'm just going to pick a few, of course, the tweet is quite controversial.
Was that from Mohammed?
Yes.
He's quite a controversial gentleman. The biggest thing he said that he's really going to sit back and commentate on the Supreme Court proceedings this time around. It's been really heavy on the political happenings in the country as far as, but he's a lawyer, isn't it?
Yes, he is.
Expect that it would also have a little bit of comments here and there as far as the petition is concerned.
Yes.
But why he's been trending this time around is that he's picked a very strong side. He's been supporting its side heavily, and that's why we've been seeing that sort of conversation going on around what he's been tweeting about.
And they're also talking about him forging some sort of signature on his pupillage, some very...
Allegedly?
Yes, it's alleged. So it's pretty much one of those things that's, they're saying they have exposed out from his background. And I'll just read this by El General Ken. I'm just going to risk and read this one. People... Oscar Sudi should be jailed and charged with incitement and bringing fear to Kenyans. They're talking about Kenya as a sovereign country and can be ruled. Oh my goodness. This I'll just let you go read out there. It's a very deep, tweet. And sometimes you figure out how Kenyans can be opinionated on social media. But of course, most of them just using the hashtag Ahmed Nasir exposed. But one of the things that I've picked from this trend, Simba, is every time a hashtag is pushed, you might get that Kenyans use it now to push other agendas. Even if it is nothing to do with Ahmed Nasir exposed, there is a hashtag to it. Do you think Kenyans on Twitter should reorganize their way of tweeting? And I'm not attacking you guys. Don't start hashtag Ankey trends on Twitter. But what are your thoughts?
Anything goes.
Anything goes?
Yeah, anything goes.
Wow.
Anything goes. That's social media, isn't it? By the way, I saw somebody say, I will tell you just before we step out of this.
Yes.
Yeah. I will tell you what they said about me, and I was like,
about you?
Yes, yes. I like when people talk negatively about you on social media. I love it. I hate when people say positive things about me on social media, but I will tell you what I say. And it's funny, depending on how you look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on how you look at it.
Oh, you're not going to tell me on air?
No, just as we're getting ready to sign out of this trending.
Okay, so I should keep going. Yeah. Sorry, we love this, especially when we're looking at what's trending. So I was waiting for you to tell us what they said.
I'll tell you.
All right. So moving on, really nothing much. Lee Kinyanjui as well is trending this morning.
I'll tell you why it's trending.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Now, you see, Susan Kihika is the new governor for Nakuru County. Yeah?
Yes.
The outgoing governor is Lee Kinyanjui.
Yes.
So there was a vehicle, the official governor ride. Yeah, it is a Land Rover Defender 2022. That car, Ankey, goes for upwards of 20-something million. So now, when Susan Kihika was going to take oath of office yesterday, a couple of Kenyans actually did get to see that ride. They said, what? What? Susan Kiage, you've bought a new defender just a day after you've gotten into office. So now they realized later that that ride was actually bought by the outgoing governor, Lee Kinyanjui.
Oh.
That's why Lee Kinyanjui was trending yesterday. It's like, what? Dude, 22 million worth of a ride. When the likes of, Simba Rati are saying I only need 3 million
Yes,
more.
3.5. Yes.
But is it 22, and keep 22 million for a ride? For governor?
Why not? You work hard for that, you know, use it,
How do you work
invest in
hard on
what
it?
makes you happy.
22 million?
If it's not the Kenyans' money, if it's not the taxpayers' money,
It is taxpayers' money.
I think it's okay.
What?
Yeah, if it's not from the Kenyans, if you did not
No,
steal
but
it.
it is. It's the official governor's right
Can
that
you
was
prove
retained
that?
that was retained in that office. That's why Susan Kiage is now
Maybe he
using
topped
it.
it up.
Yeah?
Maybe he topped it up.
No, he did not.
Because he's patriotic.
No, he left it there in that
Why
office.
are you so confident? You speak like you are there when
No,
they
no, it's
budgeted for it.
it's not like I was there. You see, that ride is the official governor's ride for Nakuru County.
Why
So that's
don't
why
you-
Susan Kiage has it. In
don't
fact,
you ever
if you
think-
if you look at the number plates, they are official Nakuru County
I don't
number plates.
dispute that. I'm just saying, as he was in office, perhaps he decided to top up, okay?
He did
Let's
not.
just-
No, when I
let's
left
just
it.
leave it at that.
No, he left it.
You can leave it because he bought it for the office.
22 million. This is
All right.
It beats me.
You are very business oriented. I can't wait to hear what you have for Look Up Business today. As far as economics are concerned, and you know, John Wanasemanga, don't date an accountant or to come as Simba business out of a job budget. So you see how we say the 22 million. We'll take a short breather.
Yeah, let's step out. Yeah, on that sad note, let's just, guys, once we come back, we'll be looking at exactly what is trending in the newsroom as far as we are concerned.
All right, good morning. This is Look Up TV. We cross over to what is happening from the news desk. And of course, stopping is the governor's oathing. And Johnson Sakaja has been sworn in as the fourth governor of the capital city, Nairobi. Speaking after receiving the mantle from the outgoing Anne Kananu, Sakaja has promised to better services in the city. The swearing ceremonies took place in 45 counties as newly elected governors officially assumed their duties. Here's our reporter Henry Tende with how the ceremonies unfolded in different counties.
In 45 counties across the country, it was a momentous occasion for the elected governors as they took their oath of office, a clear mark of new governments in the devolved units, this being the third change of leadership under the new constitution. Among the new county CEOs who assumed office include Johnson Arthur Sakaja, who was sworn into office today in a colorful event attended by President-elect William Ruto. In his maiden speech, Sakaja has underscored the need for all elected leaders in Nairobi to work in collaboration to better services in the capital city, promising, among other things, to improve infrastructure as well as ease access to public utilities.
I, Sakaja Arthur Johnson, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of Governor of Nairobi County, that I shall diligently discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said office, and that I will do justice to all in accordance with the Constitution and the laws of Kenya without fear, favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God. From Kayole to Langata, Makadara to Dagoretti, throughout the entire span of our 17 sub-counties, 85 wards, Nairobi is full of vibrant culture, inspiration, ambition, energy, and hope. And I have always believed that all we need is a working city, and we will become unstoppable, that we will become a regional and global force. This is what we stand for: a city of order, a city of dignity, a city of hope, and a city of opportunity for all. We can make Nairobi work together.
His shot at governorship was not an easy affair, though. Sakaja endured a tumultuous journey as he fiercely fought claims of forged academic papers. Away from Nairobi, several governors from various counties were also being inducted into office. In Kajiado, Ole Lenku was sworn in for his second and last term.
I, Joseph Drama Ole Lenku, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Governor of Kajiado County. In
Vihiga, Wilbur Otichilo also received the mandate to serve the county for a second term.
I, Honorable Dr. Wilbur Simba Otichilo, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Governor of Vihiga County.
It was an interesting ceremony in Kiambu as the immediate county senator Kimani Wamatangi was sworn in as the governor in a county considered agricultural hub.
I, Honorable Dr. Paul Kimani Wamatangi, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya.
The capital city of Kisumu saw the famous Professor Anyang' Nyong'o assume office to steer the leadership of the county in his second term. James Orengo of Siaya, Gideon Mongaro of Kilifi, and Dado Kondana of Tana River also took oath of office. Henry Tende, Look Up TV.
Also, yesterday, that is the 25th of August, the year 2022, Kenya witnessed the swearing in of 7 newly elected female governors. Kirinyaga's governor, Ann Waiguru, managed to retain her seat, while Gladys Wanga, Susan Kihika, Kawira Mwangaza, Wavinya Ndeti, Cecile Mbarire, and Fatuma Achani are the newly elected governors going to serve different counties. This is how it went down.
Gladys Wanga has been sworn in as Homa Bay's first female governor in the Nyanza region. Wanga, in her inauguration and oathing, pledged on service delivery to the people. Wanga, who floored her cardinal competitor, Evans Kidero, who contested on an independent ticket, says she will work with all for the betterment of the county.
I, Honorable Gladys Atieno Nyasuna Wanga, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya.
In Nakuru County, Governor Susan Kihika was sworn in at the ACK showground in Nakuru. The senator turned governor beat out outgoing governor Lee Kinyanjui, making her Nakuru's 3rd governor.
The laws of Kenya, without fear, favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
In Kwale, Fatuma Achani took an oath of office, becoming the first female governor to the coastal region. Achani bagged the Kwale's gubernatorial seat under the UDA ticket, succeeding her former boss, outgoing governor Salim Mvurya. Becoming the 2nd Eastern Region female governor, Wavinya Ndeti was sworn in, replacing 2-term governor Alfred Mutua.
To the great people of Machakos County, thank you for bestowing upon me this great responsibility and the noble duty of leading you and working towards the transformation of Machakos County.
Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka was present in the oathing ceremony of the former Transport and Infrastructure CAS.
Tunaimba kwa wimbo wetu wa taifa, may justice be our shield and defender. If we get rid of our justice and we'll have no defense, we'll be a defenseless people. But I believe God, in His sovereign nature, will preserve the dignity of this land. And will make sure the rightful winner becomes the 5th president of the Republic of Kenya.
In Meru County, Kawira Mwangaza was sworn in as the county's first female governor. Her husband and musical sensation Murega Baichu performed using his magical guitar that Kawira attributes to her win.
Honorable Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, do swear that I shall always, truly, and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Governor of Meru County.
Replacing Martin Wambora, Cecily Mbarire was sworn in as Embu's governor. Taking the oath for the 2nd time, Governor Ann Waiguru was sworn in as Kirinyaga's county governor. Mudeonda Lana, Look Up TV.
All right, now after the August 9th elections, 45 governors countrywide yesterday took the oath of office, taking over reins from those who have completed their terms. Ian Keitani tells us more.
Simba Arati is the new governor of Kisii County after taking oath of office at the Gusii Stadium. The former Dagoretti North lawmaker takes over from James Ongwae.
Honorable Paul Simba Arati, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people.
Elsewhere, Narok Governor-elect Patrick Olentutu today took reins of power at the Narok Stadium after seeing off Mutelelo Lekenta. Ntutu promised to unite all Narok residents.
Patrick Ketureto Lentutu swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Governor of Narok County.
In Kilifi, ODM's Gideon Mungaro took oath of office at the Karisa Maitha Stadium, taking over from outgoing PAA party leader Emerson Kingi.
I, Mungaro Gideon Maitha, swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Governor of Kilifi.
Mutula Kilonzo Jr. has today taken over from Kivutha Kibwana after being sworn in as Makueni's second governor.
I, Honorable Mutula Kilonzo Jr.
do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Governor, Makueni County.
That I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Governor of Makueni County.
Outgoing Kiambu Senator Kimani Wamatangi has today assumed office as the fourth governor of Kiambu. Wamatangi assured the residents of proper service delivery.
I, Honorable Dr. Paul Kimani Wamatangi, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve.
These are just some of the new governors taking over office across the country. Ankey Dorice, Look Up TV.
All right, now after that particular roundup, we take a look at what Kenyans really think of the devolution. How impactful is devolution? Take a look at this compilation by Shadrach Kareria on location.
Segment of Your Opinion Matters. Today we are in the capital city of Kenya in Nairobi. We ask the question on the impact of the devolution, and we are here ready to interact with Nairobians to hear what they have to say about the devolution, especially a day like today when we are swearing in the 45 governors from 45 counties. Join me as we hear what they have to say.
Hiyo time ya serikali kuu pesa iko inafikia wananchi, lakini saa hizi unapata pesa inafikia wananchi wa chini kwa njia ya urahisi sana. Lakini kitambo ilikuwa ni ma big fishes ndio wanapata pesa. Basa hizi juu ya county government unapata watu wamejijenga sana, or they are developing.
Faida za ukatuzi nzuri, ingekuwa nzuri kama ingetumiwa vile inastahili, lakini kulingana na vile basi magavana walipoteuliwa kuanzia hiyo 2013 hadi leo hawajatumia kulingana na vile inastahili. Wamekuwa tu kazi ni kupora, na kazi ni kuangalia watu wale inawasingira wenyewe. Watu wale waliwafanyia kampeni ndio wanafaidikia, kwa sababu kama ni upande wa kazi hawawezi pea watoto ama watu wale wako na ile kisomo kazi.
Na mimi naona tangu tuanze ukatusi maendeleo yamepatikana, kwa sababu wakati tulipata kila kaunti kujitawala tumeweza kufanya biashara tukaachiliwa, na vijana wengi wakapata kazi, hata sisi tukapata kazi. Kwa hivyo ukatusi ni kitu kizuri sana kwa kaunti.
Niko na imani Sakaja juu ameingia, mambo itakuwa mazuri, atatusaidia sisi kama vijana na watu wale wengine watasaidika.
Well, those have been some of the comments by Kenyans. Some of them are saying that the devolution indeed has improved, or rather has helped many, while others saying that the devolution has not achieved its agenda since it started in 2013. Now, some of them saying that they expect the governors who are coming into power to work hard to rectify mistakes made by the previous administration. Reporting for Look Up TV from the capital city of Kenya, Nairobi County, my name is Shadrach Kareria.
All right, now those are the stories from the newsroom. However, we expect that we have more developments today. Of course, as we look into the few hours coming in the subsequent bulletins, watch out for this development at 1 p.m. 4 p.m. for the trending news, of course at 6:30 p.m. and at 8 p.m. at the top of the hour for these particular developments. Let me just introduce to you someone who's going to hype up this energy in studio today. It's Friday. All right, and you know what we do, you know how we do when it's Friday. We want to usher in your weekend in style. And you know the Kenyan way, sherehe ni sherehe, haitaki hasira, inataka disorderly. We cannot do this or achieve it without DJ. And today it's not DJ Skinner, though. A great shout out to DJ Skinner wherever he's watching us from. Lakini, nimeambiwa DJ mwenye huko humu ndani is DJ Bonai. He said Bonai. And it's not Bonnie. DJ Bonai.
Yes.
Mambo vipi?
Niko fiti sana.
Umefika?
Nimefika.
Ulifika saa ngapi?
Nimefika 7, nimefika mapema.
Hiyo ni mapema.
Leo nimerauka 7 ni mapema, unajua fenye nimetoka?
Aha.
Nifaa so lazima nitoke mapema ndo nifike mapema tuandalie show fiti. Kuna vitu fiti ndani ya nyumba so watu wasijali hata kama skina hayuko. Leo mimi niko.
All right, it's good to see you. This is the first time you're coming into the show, so karibu sana.
Asante.
Tunategea nini, and before we do that, can we get a bit of your history? Mambo ya DJ ulianza, you know, it's been a long time, it's been years, mafans wana kuwatch, kuna wale they've been waiting to actually see you on air today. Could you please let us know how many years in the industry you have been?
I started DJing a long time ago, but professionally, I went into it in 2018. So from 2018, I've been working around here and there. And up to now tumefika hapa.
Kwa hivyo umeiva kuiva, kwa hivyo leo ni nyamaze tu, tukae tulie kwa set. Uko fulani na come through?
Uko fulani najua na come through.
Mau.
Tuko na vitu zao mingi na watu watazipata leo. Alafu stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Kando na watulie.
So you're a fan of hip hop? I'm a DJ na a fan of everything. But do you play music you're a fan of, or you're just DJ new DJ? Yani it's professionalism. Whether you don't want to play it, you're gonna play it. How is it DJing, by the way?
DJing is professionalism, but also DJing ni passion. Passion ya mziki, kama una passion ya mziki huwezi fanya DJ, because unafaa kupenda mziki ndo ucheze, so watu wafurahie. So kitu unafurahia na yani una relate na mafans.
Kwa hivyo mafans wana watch leo watume request.
Request watume.
Wanatumanga kwa ubaya, comment section iko wazi, so if you kiitisha watatuma.
Mziki iko, so request watume. Leo ni hip hop edition.
Awesome, I can't wait. I love hip hop. Hip hop edition umesikia from DJ Bonai. Bonai, could you please say it yourself so they don't think I'm trying to wang your name?
DJ Bonai.
Ivo,
DJ Bonai, B-O-N-A-I.
All right, guys, so you've heard it for yourselves. It's ready for your requests. We are live on Facebook right now. It is Friday, Musijifungie to my request. And like I said, it's the hip-hop edition. A short breather, and then we'll be right back with what he can do on the ones and twos. Good morning.
Go.